Hi Leos, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your 6-month love overview. I am just putting the cards down for these 6-month love overviews just because they take time to get aligned and everything in the frame. They have been thoroughly shuffled just like usual. So the way this spread works is this top section is going to be for December. So the third quarter, this is the overview card. Fourth quarter are these two rows, and then this is the overview card for the fourth quarter. Your second half of teen high-level overview card is the death card, and this is beautiful, Leos, because this means major transformation in love. Most likely because I'm seeing you do a lot of self-reflection. You're doing a lot of inner work. And it come in the form of, to you, it come in the form of inner work by delving into your goals. I'm really sensing that. And I know this is a love reading. Around here. I know this is a love reading, but through changing ourselves, we change our love and we change our love situations. And I know that seems very generic and philosophical. However, for you, transformation is the name of the game for the second half of teen. So however you see that transformation, it can be letting go of something in the past, bringing in new passionate experiences, forcing yourself to do the things you always wanted to do in work and life, your schedule, your fitness regimen, your health regimen, your reading, what you're putting into your brain, all that type of stuff will change your frequency that you vibrate on and alter, adjust, augment your love situation. So for the third quarter, I love what we have the 8 of Cups. So there is something in your love life that you're going to be walking away from, or somebody is walking away. Now this can be temporarily walking away. There's a lot of emotions here, a lot of effort went into this relationship. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of love there, but maybe it's not enough. Maybe it's not enough right now. Maybe you're not serving each other in the best capacity possible because maybe you're not exactly who you want to be yet. This is a heavy, heavy decision to make, to walk away. Same with the other person if they're doing it. On last month readings, in my readings, I had a lot of comments that talked about, not just in Leo, but in everybody that talked about, this doesn't resonate with me. It's my partner that's doing this. It's my partner that's doing this. You need to remember that these readings can go either way. So if I say it looks like you're walking away, it could also be that your partner's walking away. Somebody's walking away from a situation, from a love situation. Probably just to be taking a break. This can be a temporary card because again, you're not at the ending yet. So there could be a temporary split because someone is going through transformation. There is a lot of passion here in this relationship, but clarity is definitely needed. And clarity will be coming. And then the King of Swords is even after that. So clarity will be coming to you, Leos, with respect to your relationship or your love life. What we have here, we have the High Priestess, the Hermit, the 6 of Cups. Everybody loves the 6 of Cups because it potentially means someone's coming back. Maybe there's a break and then there's a reuniting. We have the Knight of Wands. So this is you being in control of yourself, taking action, being positive, moving in the direction you want to move in, being decisive. Ace of Swords, clarity, Page of Cups, fun loving. We have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. This talks about a watery energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be someone that's coming into your life or bringing new messages. It could be someone from your past. And then we have the World card. So something's going full circle here in the next 3 months for you, Leos. You will have extreme clarity over the situation. There could be secrets. Someone could be hiding secrets, either you or your partner. This could be the reason for this temporary situation. It could be the reason why you're taking a hiatus, why someone's walking away, why someone from the past comes into the picture or comes back into the picture. We have the 6 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, you approaching Potentially you're approaching this water sign. It could be the same person that you're walking away from. I'm not going to get too, there's so many cards out on the table that I'm not going to get into. This is a water sign, this is an air sign, this is an earth sign. I'm not going to get into that, but if it's a strong possibility, I will state it, but just keep in mind it talks about the energy. So there are some secrets. Somebody knows more than they're letting on. There's a time that you're spending in solitude, Leos. Now, what I love about this Knight of Wands and this Ace of Swords here is that you're being very decisive about it because you know what happened or what is happening or what you are doing, or they know what you're doing. There's extreme clarity here. And this Ace of Swords, it kind of kicks off, it jump starts whatever is going to happen next. It's like this final point where it's just gotten to a head, it's come to a head, and now things are going to be said. People are going to spend time alone, contemplating. There will still be warm messages. There will be still feelings of nostalgia. There will still be this coming of full circle. That's the second to last major arcana card, the World. So there is going to be some sort of understanding and some sort of clarity and some sort of completion, but keep in mind, it does not mean that something is completely over, at least not yet. There still might be understanding, there still might be fun-loving energy. You still be trying to keep this going because they're your partner or they're your love interest. So over the next 3 months, it's just kind of going to be, you're going to have these moments of clarity. It's going to allow you to make decisions with respect to love. You're going to have feelings of nostalgia, but something is coming to a completion. You're going full circle with something. Now, the reason why I said, amongst other things, that this can be a temporary break is because this can be an on-again, off-again relationship. Somebody needs to go figure something out, or somebody needs to let their partner go figure something out. Plus, we also have the Six of Cups here, which means, sometimes someone from the past is coming back in. Plus, it's cups. We have 4 cups here. So there's a lot of emotion. Now, I know I'm kind of jumping past the third quarter, but I want to spend a little bit more time down here for the fourth quarter because we have something's brewing and intermittently starting and stopping here in the third quarter. There's some very interesting things that happen in the fourth quarter. We have the Five of Swords. So there is whatever this secret, this clarity, look, this is right in a row. Whatever this clarity, this unveiling of this hidden knowledge that comes to pass in the third quarter is going to continue to cause battles. And these are battles where people get hurt. They're battles that people can't win. Neither of you can win. Both of you will be hurt. If this is somebody you love and you've tried to walk away, they keep coming back, you keep coming and getting them, they keep coming back, and it's like this on-again, off-again thing, or this never-ending fight that you keep getting into, it's going to get worse. But remember, you have spent some time in solitude, either you or your partner has spent some time in solitude, and it's allowed you, Leos, to kind of lighten up and be a little bit, not take things so seriously, which it's a great quality to have, but for you, Leos, sometimes people want to see a little bit more of a serious side from you, but you're just so positive and happy-go-lucky anyway. But this Page of Cups is someone bringing messages, bringing assistance, bringing help, bringing love towards somebody. So it's almost as if you've taken this time in solitude. There's still warm communication. Despite this fight, despite this secret, there still could be some uncertainty, but there's also still a lot of good here. However, this on-again, off-again, even during the course of the third quarter, there could be multiple fights or separations or getting back together situations. So these could be very quick. Now, but during the third quarter, as you've taken time to kind of separate yourself, get your clarity, get back to your core soul, you found this new found independence. These are pentacles. Yes, it can represent an earth sign, but it can also represent you feeling a lot more grounded. you feeling a lot more independent. Because if there is some sort of weird codependency scenario here, this time in the third quarter is going to be spent breaking that codependency bond. The love can still be there. The attraction, the passion, the friendship, that can all still be there. There's issues, there's fights, yes, that's every relationship. But there is this newfound independence and confidence that comes to you through this breaking apart and understanding and getting clarity. Even through this fight, you and your partner actually have this newfound independence. Now, what happens next? First of all, I'm sorry I didn't talk about this. We have a celebration card as your overview for the fourth quarter. So there are going to be some very dark and troubling times with respect to love in the fourth quarter for you, Leos, but don't get too wrapped up in it, because the high level overview energy is celebration. So this could be coming together with family for the holidays, bringing friends together, reuniting with a loved one, even though there's all of this craziness that's going to be happening. And there's a lot of it. We have this elegant confidence, okay? This newfound independence that you have. There's a fight. Nobody's winning. Everybody's upset. But it's almost as if you're taking your ego and you're pushing yourself forward, and you're like, dang it, I'm going to be happy no matter what. I love you. I miss you. I hate you. I love you. But we got to get past this or through it or something. And until that happens, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to spend some time alone and be independent, because there's stuff here we have to work out, or we have to decide not to work out and go our separate ways. There is a big blow up. I think your partner or you doesn't like that the other person has this independence and this confidence, and it's going to cause a major, major, major blow up in the relationship. So there could be a breakup, and it affects you. It really affects you, because we have the 9 of Swords and then we have the 10 of Swords. So it's really going to affect you. And the reason why I'm saying this is codependency is because one person's happy, and look what happens after, just because one person's happy. Look at, there's secrets, there's clarity, there's fights, there's breakups, there's endings. There's solitude, there's still warm, loving feelings, willingness to work things out, there's independence. There's this push and pull of energy, this kind of sarcastic battling. Now the 5 of Wands is a very good card. It's not a bad card. It does mean battling, but in a very trifle way. It's light, witty, repartee, pushing and pulling of energy. I know I always say those words, but I just can't think of a better way to describe this card other than just kind of jockeying and sarcasm. But the thing with this card is it's all light and fun, but there is kind of a serious undertone to it that if somebody chooses to get offended, they can, and rightfully so. But it's almost as if you're both on the same wavelength, then nobody really gets upset. But if someone's having a bad day, fight will arise. But still, you're happy, you're supportive, they're supportive, then there's this independence, and then there's almost this somebody's not happy that someone's independent. Just look at these rows. We have someone from the past, nostalgic feelings, King of Cups, potential water sign, loving supportive energy, major hiccup, but then you come back as the King of Wands. And I'm not saying this is you, but I'm just saying there's a warmer, softer energy to this King of Cups. And then there's this big breakup, or this big to-do, crumbling down of energies, and then you come back. And that's why I said you take your ego and you push yourself through. Because, first of all, Leos, you're not going to let anybody get you down. I mean, they do really get you down. And if you're a friend of a Leo, or you know Leo, or if you're cross-watching, you know that they really can get down, especially if they have like a water sign rising. They can really get affected by their love relationships. But they try not to show it. They'll show it a lot, Leos. You'll show it a lot initially. Sleepless nights, calling friends sometimes, and trying to stay on the lighter side. But then ultimately, you'll take your ego and push yourself forward, because you're better than that. You don't need these types of issues in your life, and you know it. You know what you're capable of. You know what your potential is. You're a fire sign. You're positive anyway. So I'm going to get really down for a minute, but then I'm going to bounce right back up. And then, you know what? Girlfriend, boyfriend, you're causing all these fights. You lied, you cheated, you're hiding secrets, or you don't trust me. Whatever the scenario is, I'm going to come back strong and I'm going to have options in the love department. Peace out. Now, this doesn't state that they're gone all the way. It could. There are celebrations because ultimately, Leos, you know ultimately that you come out a winner and you make sure that that happens. And that's one reason why you're just so positive, because you know that your positivity and your hard work and your charisma will take you places, get you where you want to go. So despite what happened in your love relationship, despite a breakup, despite a major fight, despite somebody walking away from you potentially, despite that, you will have moments where you feel like crap, and then you'll just get right back up on your A game, and voila, all of a sudden, I have all these options because that's what I do. I make it work. And I love every minute of it, and it's always something to celebrate. Now, if you're married, I'm not saying that your husband or wife are going to leave you, but you will have tricky, sticky moments. Leo, you're a fixed sign, and fixed energies for somebody that may also be fixed or mutable or cardinal sign, fixed energies can be difficult. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes you want to stand your ground, but you got to pick your battles. But this scenario speaks to more than likely there's hidden information that somebody finds out. It doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be that somebody cheated or they have a second family or they're stealing money. It doesn't have to be something big. But it can be enough, and actually more so I'm sensing that it's not something big. But it's enough of a character flaw to make you think, I don't know about this person. Love them. Want to love them, they're in their life, I want them to stay, but I just don't know. It's one of those little things that just kind of nags at you. And then they just keep showing proof that this character flaw is a legitimate character flaw, and it happens to be something that is a deal breaker for you. Or them. This could be a character flaw in you too. So just be cautious of where information is and how people, over the next 3 months, your thing is you're going to find out what this hidden information is, or your partner is, if you're hiding it. That's basically it. That's basically the straw that breaks the camel's back. It starts everything. It starts all this clarity. It starts this solitude. It starts the breakup where there's feelings of nostalgia. Somebody walks away. Someone tries to come back in to fix. There's loving memories. There's support. It's like you're trying really hard again, and you get there, and then all of a sudden, there's like this recommitment, and then all of a sudden, you can't take each other's energies. It's like you just drive each other crazy. And somebody's really happy because they have this independence, and the other person doesn't like it because they're codependent, and they don't want their partner to be happy. So, what happens? Major breakup, which maybe you might be celebrating too. Internally, in your mind, you might be like, oh, this is probably for the best. Still stinks, right? Nobody likes to feel like that. But in the back of your mind, you're almost thinking, this sucks, but it's probably for the best. Witty repartee, maybe trying to fix it one last time, I don't know. But you bounce back, you have a lot of options. This is a major transformation that you're going to be going through. It's almost as if there's this realization of your self-worth, and you're just finally deciding that there are certain things, Leos, that you're just not going to put up with. And no matter how much you love somebody, you're going to really have them put a stop to whatever it is they're doing for you. You have some self-realizations about yourself that's going to cause you to transform. Because if your partner's the one that's walking away from you because of something you did or some character flaw that they see, it doesn't mean, keep in mind, this doesn't mean that it's an actual character flaw. They just think it is. But for whatever reason, it causes friction in the relationship, and it's not good. So what do you do in the end? You have to stay true to yourself. You have to stay true to who you are. And when you're true to yourself, one, it's always something to be celebrated. And two, you're a fire sign, Leos. You will always make sure you have a myriad of very good options. And this person that we've talked about through here could be one of these options. But you're not hanging up your coat on this one person just yet. You're going to wait and see what happens through the holidays. because either they or you have to start proving yourselves to the other person. All right, Leos, well, thank you so much. If you'd like to have a private reading, a 6-month love overview, you can book that on the website. Just click on the link below. And that's it. Enjoy. Thanks so much, Leos. Bye.